Today is February 10th, 2020, and we're going to be planting some big boy tomato plants. I started my seedlings in this cocoa coir, and they've gotten up several inches tall, so I think it might be good to put them in the nutrients. This is what we're going to be planting them in. It is rock wool. These are 1-inch cubes. I'm going to slice each one open and slip the tomato plant in there. And then these are, they're about 1/2-inch rock wool cubes. And I like those for tucking around the plant to support it and to block out daylight. I have the rock wool soaking real well. It's important to soak it so that it doesn't wick the moisture away from the plant. You want the plant to be able to go into to a wet pod. And that's one of the pods right there that we'll be using. This is the container that we're going to put the tomato plants in. I have 9 plants. This is a 3-gallon bucket, and I have put a sight window here where I can see how far up in the tank the nutrients are, and that way I know when I need to add more. In the top of it, I've taken a hole saw and cut 9 holes. I kind of do 9 holes in all my tops because I can always put a plug in some of them if I don't want to put 9 plants in there, and gives me a lot of versatility. I'm going to start by gently taking the tomato plants out of the cup. Hopefully I won't break some off. See what kind of roots these have on them. I'm going to gently rinse it in water to try to rinse the cocoa coir off of it. And there's the root. It's about 3 inches long. I think I'll go ahead and rinse all these while I'm doing it. Won't matter if a tiny bit of it stays on there. We don't want to damage the roots trying to get every bit of it off. There's 3 of the plants. Then I'm going to take the rock wool and just slice it down the side. We're going to just insert that plant right inside of there. We're going to plant them deep because tomato plants like to grow roots all the way up that stem. So we're going to plant it deep down in there, and then that tail will go down into the nutrients real well. Sometimes when the plant has a good bit of roots on it, it helps to just snip out a little bit out of the bottom to where that root can go ahead and drop down in there. Like that. Then we'll try to just get it down through the hole. It likes to stick to everything it gets near. Okay, there's the root out the bottom. Then we're going to pack some of these cubes around it. There we go. We've got the first one done. The roots out the bottom. And then we'll just sit it over here in the container until I get the rest of them filled. I have all 9 of the tomato plants planted in our container box. I did want to bring something to your attention that I realized. I have 2 different net cups here. I don't know if you can see the difference. This is the first ones that I bought, and I happened to find some of these online on Amazon, and they have like a little CZ on the bottom of it, but they have a much wider rim around the top, which will let these sit down in here much securer. They also have a deeper black panel here, which will help keep light out of the reservoir, and they feel a lot sturdier. So just wanted to pass that on to you. I think in the future I'll be buying these, and I think that I'll be a lot happier with them. So I've made up the 2 gallons of nutrients that I'm going to put in this 3-gallon tub. And on previous plantings, I've realized that 2 gallons will bring it right up to the very bottom of the net cups. The roots hang down, so if it comes up to the bottom of the net cups, the roots will already be in the nutrients. So as I pour it in, you can maybe watch this window and see the water levels. I think that's going to be real beneficial to be able to, I have to set this, to be able to know when my nutrients are getting low. As you can see, the water comes up right to here. And so I'll be able to know, I'll probably put a little mark there. There we go. So as the nutrients get used or evaporate, I'll know that that brings it back up to full level. As you can see, the plants have good roots on them already. It's really plenty time for them to be getting into a bigger space. These tomato plants will eventually be moved to 5-gallon buckets. And I'll probably put, let's get in there. I'll probably put 2 plants per bucket and see how that goes. But I'm going to wait till the weather gets a little bit warmer and I get another growing area set up for them to handle them in the 5-gallon buckets. Okay, I've got the tomatoes that we just planted up here where they're going to be sitting for a while. I do have a aquarium air pump going, and each one of these plants has a little air stone that I drop down in there. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. It's right up there. It's got 6 lines going off of it, and says it can be increased to pump 12. So that will be about as much as I can handle in here. But each bucket has an air stone going down in it to keep the water circulating. I think it'll help the plants grow and do better, and maybe keep the water from getting stagnant or something. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this video to be helpful. Maybe you'll try hydroponics yourself or incorporate some of my ideas in with what you're already doing. If you've liked this video, please click subscribe and like and share it with your friends. Please check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.